What's up, guys? This is Silent Rob, and I've been back on YouTube for about 5 minutes, so I guess that means I've dealt with about 12 or 13 TISM nukes already, and weirdos and people that I've had to put in their place just in that little period of time, mostly on FDU and stuff like that. I'll make a video at a later date about somebody else, but this has to be addressed. And before I even signed in for my comeback, I saw this dark TISM cloud coming up over the horizon, which is now formed into a human form, and that is David here. And let me tell you guys right now that I have not thought about this man or Asa in a long time. Basically up until the point that I made that video talking about everything that's happened to me lately. And then when I mentioned them, I completely forgot about them again because they're just one of the long laundry list of people that you're really never there for you when you need them, and they're, talk shit behind your back when you're in distress, and never really are there at the crucial points. And let's not, mince words here. Me and this man have never been friends, and I'm going to tell you guys why. You see, I'm the type of person that can get along with any personality type. I can. There's a lot of, weirdo, goofball, borderline psychopath people that I can get along with, okay? It's fine. And I'm not going to hang out with you every day, but it's good times. And David here has presented himself as like this weird super villain type person for years. And, Asa has always told me off to the side that he's actually a really nice guy. He'll help you out, blah, 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 blah. And, I didn't get along with him at first. Then we made up, and he flew me. David wanted to fly me out to this Comic-Con over where near Asa lives in, Phoenix. I'd never been on a plane. You guys know I have anxiety. So that whole trip going up there was stressful. I'd never been on a plane. I was super worried about, keeping that comedy up. You know what I mean? Keeping that persona, that image up. I did not want to let David or Asa down. They were going to fly me all the way over here. I didn't want to fucking be, disappointing to them. And little did I know that I did not need to worry about that, especially with David. You see, David here doesn't really know how to converse with people in a face-to-face manner. He's the type of person that he's like fucking, goddamn Ricky Bobby, Talladega Nights. Where do I put my hands? Where do I put my hands when you're trying to talk to him? He's a fucking weirdo. And within 15 minutes of being there, I realized I'm not getting much out of this guy at all. And I don't really know what I was worried about. He don't know how to talk to people. He's weird. He's super tall. Super built guy. He's just strange. I could not click with him at all, and that's super strange for me because I'm able to really click with any kind of personality type. I have this ability of reading people and knowing what I need to say and what I need to do in order to get along with someone. And it's not that we didn't get along, but at the same time, this is not an individual that I would ever talk to. Like if I worked with this guy, I'd be pretty disappointed having to be in the same department with him. It's just one of those things that I got nothing to say to you, and you got nothing to say to me, and he's one of those people that will talk shit, but you can't really deliver when the time comes, and, it's weird, dude. You go in fucking expecting Fruit Loops, and you're getting fruit boulders with this guy, dude. It's just, he is not this personality. He is not this smooth talker here I'm about to show you. And he's a weirdo. He's just a weirdo, dude. He don't know how to talk to people. I went all the way down there, and I'll get into this in a minute. Let me go ahead and just play a part of this video. He's going to basically start the video off by almost pretending like, like we had some kind of friendship. And because, within 5 minutes of talking to him, I went and hung out with Asa the rest of the time at the con and never really conversed with him again. And this is before, David made a complete ass out of himself. And I'll get into that in a minute. But I'll go ahead and start this video off. And I'm going to skip around because I'm not watching this. This is a buffet line of cringe. So I'm going to go ahead and start this here.
Anyway, Rob, I'm not going to get on here and pretend like things are all willy-nilly between us or the best of buds or anything like that. I'm not going to do that. What I'm here to tell you is that you have a fairly new supporter, and he appears to be a fan of yours. And this guy who is a new supporter and a fan of yours just so happens to be a pedophile. And
okay, so let's go ahead and just stop it there for a second and just get into the meat and potatoes of that whole 25 horrible seconds of TISM. So, he says like, let's not be all willy-nilly like we've had the greatest of relationships. We haven't had a relationship at all that I thought. I tried to talk to you, at the con, and you were strange and didn't get much out of you. And a few times after that, because you see, David here is the type of person that to make friendships and to hold on to people, he throws money at them like he is a fucking patron at a goddamn strip club. And when you are down on your luck, like I was, especially, even at that time, they did not know. Nobody did. At that time when people are throwing money at you and you have like a drug issue, yeah, okay, that's pretty much the only reason you're going to talk to somebody. But it gets to the point when you do actually want to talk to somebody, and even they're not there. It's different. And I'll show you guys what I'm talking about in a minute. But yeah, this is the only way this man can really keep friends, is to just throw piles of cash on them, and because he can't really converse with them. So for instance, when I went down there, he paid for the flight, he paid for the hotel. It's pretty cool. The con was a bust. The con sucked. We had to go to this stupid fucking thing for 2 days straight, dude, and I was done with it in like 15 fucking minutes. This man goes to this thing every fucking year for some reason, and so, he invites us down. That's great. I realized real quick that I'm going to have to be in like a room and like share a bed, and like there's going to be other people in this fucking situation. And I was not happy about this. And it came to a head when you see David's got this thing for this girl, and he's been trying to fuck for like the last 37 years or some fucking shit. Because apparently, some people can just like, fucking satellite orbit around these girls for all fucking eternity instead of just fucking bringing them out to a fucking date. And on the second date, fucking making your move and getting that piece of ass and closing that chapter of that fucking virgin book or whatever the fuck's going on with this man. Because that's what's going on with this man. So, he invites this girl that he's just been trying to fuck for like the last fucking eternity. And she's in the hotel. And so at a certain point, this girl's not leaving. We're tired as fuck. We have to do things in the morning. This girl's not leaving. Not only is she not leaving, she's inviting like 14 other people into the fucking hotel room. It is overrun. It is like 2 o'clock in the morning. It gets so bad that me and Asa have to leave. Like, we have to fucking leave, and we have to go to Ace's house and spend the night at his house, because David here, you see, doesn't have the balls to tell this girl to get the fuck out of here and take these motherfucking people out of here. They did not pay for this hotel room. They are ruining the trip. They are ruining the night. He doesn't have the balls to do that. I'll tell you right now, I almost did that. It was ridiculous. Me and Asa were obviously fucking pissed. And we had to make a whole nother trip, late as fuck, to go to Ace's house. It was stupid. I apologized for it later on, but at the same time, and so did the girl. But at the same time, do you really have to be told as a person, as a human being, that you got 2 people trying to sleep on a bed nearby, and you guys are over there making complete fools of yourselves? And then, David's in the corner twiddling his thumbs because he doesn't want to say anything to this girl because, God forbid, he might mess up some future incidents of when the stars align and he can possibly maybe touch this girl's boob in 25 years. He doesn't want to mess that up, so he doesn't want to talk to her and tell her, these things, or God forbid, tell her his true fucking feelings and mac down that fucking vag piece that he's been trying to fucking get, okay, since 1987. But I'm not even gonna get into that. There's a whole other video of some other person I'm gonna get into with that. But I lost all respect for him at that point. And I talked to him a few more times, especially when I was super down on my luck. For instance, I will show you guys. So this is David, and if you go back up to this text message here, one of the last times I talked to him was June 9th, 2022, where I tell him that I am struggling. I'm not doing good even at this point. It was a battle for me. We had talked before this too, and a little bit, and so he sends me $100. A couple days later, I'm telling him about something. He makes up some bullshit about him leaving Facebook, which this is not the case. I wanted him to call me and give me a cell number so I can not only thank him for the money and also pay him back the money. as well as, just talk to him like a normal human being and maybe perhaps tell him some of the things I'm going through at the time because nobody really cares. And I even state that even in this text message right here that most people aren't really there for you when you need them. What does David do? He blocks me. Blocks me for a couple years, actually. He unblocks me here. I'm not blocked right now because Asa and David wanted to save face and try to prove that they're not scumbags. So let's go back to this video, shall we? It's not good. It's really not good. And it's one of those things where, if there's ever a person that's a shadester on my page, what you guys can do is contact me in private and on a messenger, and I will investigate and I will deal with this person as necessary. This right here is fucking weird as fuck and makes it look like, David here's got some underlying reason to do it this way. I'm sure him and Asa have been plotting something. I don't really care. I don't really got the time for it anymore, but so here we go.
It doesn't matter. You should block this guy.
Okay,
and
yeah.
I'll show you.
I should block you.
Jared Genesis 444 is a pedo. Just like Jim, this is what he posted on your video.
Okay, yeah, so he proceeds to show me this stuff about this guy, and he shows me this guy. Okay, yeah, he's a weirdo, dude. He's a weirdo. But let's get into the fact of brass tacks here, shall we? What they've done, Asa and David, to even find this comment is to go through my newer video, which has upwards of 500 comments on it. So they have been perusing these comments, looking at the strong amount of support I got for that video, and I really appreciate that, by the way, guys. I really do. But so they have gone through over 500 comments to somehow pinpoint one particular weirdo and tell me to block him in a weird video, not on YouTube, but on Facebook, which you're lucky I even seen this. And okay, if I made a laundry list of fucking weirdos that I would block on goddamn Facebook, you would be one of them, David, or Facebook or YouTube. You would be one of them. As a matter of fact, David, let me go ahead and tell you, you got somebody in your midst you're going to need to block too. It's this weird fat guy who dresses up as a furry and has sex with other furries and his wife, and they both dress up as furries, and it's gross, and it probably smells. I wasn't around to smell what it probably smelled like, but I'm sure it probably smells. It's not good. And then he also will sit outside of your house in his car and stare at you through the window, and several other weirdo things. You should probably block him too. So, that we're on the topic of blocking people. But yeah, there's not much more to this. This 2 minutes of him to just give me this like public service announcement of block this pedo guy. Okay, I will investigate this guy, and I will see what's going on with it. But you could have just contacted me like a normal person. You unblocked me, so you wanted to, I guess, save face to make it look like I was just been here the whole time. Yeah, that's why we haven't talked since 2022, bro. Asa tried at least a little bit, but I was kind of poking holes through his little facade too. I tell him I'm coming back to YouTube, and I show him my comeback video with the fire bucket or whatever, and you could cut the jealousy with a knife because it got a strong response, and he hasn't cracked like 1,000 views on any of his videos, and probably since the goddamn Clinton administration. So you could just see. And I'll get that text at some point if I have to. I don't really care, dude. I don't really think about these people. I really don't, dude. I really don't. Because I don't have the time at my age to always be there for other people all the time and not have it in return, dude. I don't. Okay? I don't. Because I vividly remember a time, I've done it for Asa, dude. Asa, okay, his goddamn wife was fucking cheating on him, dude. Was fucking sending messages to other dudes, and he caught it, and he was in turmoil. And who was there to talk to Asa up until about 5 o'clock in the morning to console him and make him feel better? Me. I was, even though I was rolling my eyes at the entire thing, because he really... I'm not even going to say that Asa could do better. than her. I'm just gonna say that. Yeah, I mean, he could marry a toilet and it would be better than her. I'm not even gonna mince words here. During that, like, I've never really met anybody more annoying than his wife. I really could take about literally like half a microsecond of it, and I was clocking out, dude. But I'm a nice person. There's a nice thing, you know. As a nice person, I'll put up with a lot of shit, dude. I went to Ace's house. His mom, that barely speaks English, made me some food. It was spicier than the goddamn ninth circle of hell, and I ate every single bit of it because that's what you do when you're given food in somebody's house, especially in their culture. It's very rude to turn it down. I have IBS, I have diverticulitis, I have fucking ulcers, and I had to eat this. And I told Ace, I was like, this is going to ruin the rest of my trip. And he's like, oh yeah, but my mom made it for you. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, I ate every single bite of it. And yeah, that was almost a hospital visit. So that was fun. You know, there's a lot of things I do because I have to do them. Okay, but what I'm not going to put up with any longer is anybody sitting here trying to act like, you know, I'm anything but a person trying to live their fucking life at this point. Okay, trying to entertain some people, and that's what I'm gonna fucking do. All right, nobody's perfect, guys. You know, and especially not Asa and David. So if you guys want to go and just, you know, have gay sex in the corner or whatever the fuck you guys want to do, I don't really give a fuck, dude. You know, because I'm over it. I did the con and I did all this stuff, and that's that, dude. You know, everybody, you know, both of you guys, David, you're barely, you know, a person that can even be talked to. Asa, unless you're making a video with him or something, or, you know, doing something for him, he doesn't want to talk to you either. And so yeah, over it. Okay. But I'm still here though, and I'm sure if they needed something and it was really bad, and if they got a hold of me, I would be there for them. They're not blocked. I'll tell you that much. But yeah, I just wanted to make that video in case he makes some weird psychotic bullshit meltdown thing of his own, and so I can kind of, you know, tell you guys what's up. And what's with the fucking bird on the shoulder thing, dude? What is this? What the fuck is this goddamn shit, dude? Okay, this is fucking Peter Pan, Captain Hook bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. All right, you're weird. All right, Silent Rob out.